families. That's all it took. The Ingrams, the Carlyles, the Stuyvesants.
Tell us everything about them.
The ivory towers are about to fall.
And when we're done...
Let's cross that bridge when we get to it. For now, the partners are all that matter.
There's an issue.
Of course there is.
Olivia's tracked the names mentioned by the Constant, and they're dead ends.
How dead?
Obituaries for all three have appeared online. Accidental death, heart failure, lung cancer.
They're covering their tracks. Faster than I thought.
A contingency plan of sorts. The Constant wasn't aware of it.
Well, seems they didn't tell him everything after all.
Something this big will leave traces behind.
The Constant says to follow the money.
Milton Fitzpatrick. The investment bank. It's a key Providence asset.
Which you worked for.
The director of the New York branch is a Providence operative. It's our best bet as a way in.
I'll tell the pilot to turn the plane around.
Right, gentlemen. Here's what we've come up with. The partners are transitioning between identities, but everything is so recent, the Milton Fitzpatrick bank records will still be intact. We've confirmed that the partners have active accounts there. However, the bank's records are remotely updated on a frequent basis. We may only have hours before any leads that could get us the new identities of the partners are gone forever. The data we need can be obtained in two ways. The bank's data core can be accessed through the basement vault, but getting inside the vault could be challenging. Alternatively, Bank Director Athena Savalas, Head of Security Mateo Perez, and Head of Accounts Fabian Mann each carry a partial backup drive with the data. We'll need all three drives to get the full data. Now, we cannot risk the partners discovering the data breach. Eliminating the bank's director, Athena Savalas, would sever the last remaining Providence tie to the bank and keep our activities hidden.
Okay, one more time. We break into the vault, extract the hard drive rack, and eliminate the director on the way out.
We.
You. Good luck, 47.
Welcome to New York, 47. The Milton Fitzpatrick Bank is open for business, but it seems there's some sort of investigation underway. Expect increased security. Your target, Director Athena Savalas, can be found in her top-floor office, overlooking the iconic Teller Hall. Head of Security, Mateo Perez, is roaming between the vault area and the Teller Hall, talking to employees. And Head of Accounts, Fabian Mann, can be found on the investment banker floor and the top floor of the bank, driving the internal investigation. Remember, we need to secure the data from the bank's reinforced vault, or, alternatively, acquire 3 hard drives carried by the director and her 2 lieutenants, Mann and Perez. Good luck, 47.
these people? Look, I know I have money in that account. I want to talk to your superior now.
Sir, you're going to have to make an appointment. I heard Ruby Red is in the house.
Who?
The journalist. You must have heard about her. She...
About it actually doing it.
It's too late. I mean, what did you see?
These cameras everywhere, heavy security everywhere. A lot of frisking, leading down to the basement.
Yeah, I was asking around. The vaults are closed off, but I think I saw some vents they could lead down there.
Honey, we didn't
worry either. But I am.
You'll be fine. We'll all be fine.
I hope so.
I'm so sorry, but
just not acceptable. Clearly, this is a mistake on your end. No, I won't leave.
You know what? I got Frank the coolest present. I mean, an awesome gift for an awesome dude.
When you use the word dude, it always sounds so forced.
You wanna know what it is? I can go and get it? Out back.
Miss Kenyon, I presume. Come in.
I thought this would take place upstairs.
Have a seat, Miss Kenyon. So, I have...
I'd like a private meeting, please.
Oh, all right. Are you a client?
I'm looking to become a customer. I have a substantial private savings I'd like to deposit with your bank.
Wonderful. How substantial?
7 figures.
7. I see. Excellent. Yes, let's just find a nice private area then. Follow me, please. I didn't catch your name, Mr.
Apparently someone broke
Reaper.
into the bank last
So, what do you do for a living?
Mateo Perez interviewed me
I'm
about
in
it
the
for a
retirement
full
industry.
hour. Told me not to tell him.
Then we're in a very similar business. Have
I
these
don't
past
think
few
so.
years been as
They're
profitable
trying to
for
find
you as
out.
they have for us?
That's why Facebook
Very.
had it swapped with
Excellent.
financial investment.
Director Savalas has taken us to record profits. All it took was a creative approach to the elimination of, let's say, unwanted elements.
I'm all for elimination.
Let me just activate the booth privacy setting for one moment. This way nobody can see or hear anything that goes on in here.
Practical.
Isn't it? So, you wanted to open a savings account, Mr. Reaper?
Yes.
Smart move. People have started filling their mattresses with cash, blaming the banks for the host of financial woes in the world, but let me be blunt. These people are the reason the world is slipping.
Really?
I say we stop taxing the wealthy and allow them to put the money back into society rather than into the state coffers. Watch how that creates jobs for everyone. If people don't put money in the bank, we can't invest and generate revenues for us all. That's practically robbery.
Interesting.
That's why people of your pedigree are valued customers here at Milton Fitzpatrick. We're on the lookout for quality clientele, not the run-of-the-mill folks who just want to borrow money to save their small businesses. If that sounds interesting, well, then we should set up a proper meeting next week. Talk more about those 7 figures of yours, okay?
Sure.
Excellent. A pleasure, Mr. Reaper.
to ask you a few questions. You were working late last night, correct?
Sure thing, Mr. Perez. I left around 10.
Did you notice anything out of the ordinary? Cleaning crew coming in early, for instance?
No, nothing like that. I was working on closing accounts. Director Savalas has moved the goalpost on the number of closures we need to complete this month. There were a few others working late, but that's not unusual.
All right. Thank you. If you think of anything, please don't hesitate to let me know. Enjoy your workday.
Teresa, it's me. Listen, I need your advice. Remember that situation at work I was talking about? Well,
Does he even know yet?
from what I heard, HR poked him several times, telling him the director did not appreciate that sweater look.
So that's why he's fired? The sweaters.
Glorified cashier.
Every quota they threw at me. How could she do this? Fired. Hey, who's trying to break my balls here? Ah! giving them...
You stay here. I'll take a look.
Okay, but be careful! I can't believe...
Yes, he has a lot of celebrity clients, very high end. Never said we had another apartment here.
Nice day, huh?
To hear that.
It's just... I mean, how did they pull it off? Is there a big hole leading into the vault? You know anything?
I don't know. They've shut off access to the vault and deposit boxes for investigation. Stop talking about it.
Fine, fine.
Whatever. Less praying.
There you are. Feeling better, I hope. Should I let HR know you're ready for the final interview?
I feel like a new man. I'm ready.
Wonderful. Follow me, please. It's right down here. Now, I know you... Thank
think you're coming on a bit strong there. I just don't feel the same way. Just back off, okay? Nervous? Don't worry. You'll do fine. All we need is his signature.
I'll make sure he signs them and get them.
Thank you, Mrs. Crabtree.
I'll be sure to accept the document first.
Mr. Thomas, have a seat, please.
Ah, Mr. Thomas. Good to meet you. I'm Kevin, and this is Melissa. We're both with HR, and we will be guiding you through this last test.
It's important to stress that there's no pass or fail here. It's merely a standard personality test meant to gauge how you'll fit into our corporate culture.
All right.
If you're ready, let's kick this off, okay?
I'm ready.
Okay, so this is a very simple test. All you do is pick a card and tell us what you see there. Now, it's important to point out that there are no right or wrong answers here. It's just to give us a better impression of who you are on a psychological level. Does that make sense?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right, Mr. Thomas. Let's proceed then. If you will, please pick the card that most conjures up the word opportunity. Whenever you're ready, just grab a card. Whenever you're ready, just grab a card.
Okay.
Oh, very good. This is an interesting one. What do you see here? Take in the whole image, please, and in as much detail as possible, tell me what this reminds you of.
Wealth.
Can you elaborate on that?
I see a big pile of money earned performing questionable actions.
And how do you feel about that? Bending the rules of the game.
It's what I do.
Very good, Mr. Thomas.
Very interesting observation, Mr. Thomas. Not what we expected, but that's perfectly fine. Let's take the next one, shall we? Pick any of the remaining cards that make you think of execution, please. Whenever you're ready, just grab a card.
I'll pick this one.
Good choice. Tell me, what is the first thing you see here? Just the very first thing that comes to mind.
I see a figure in a large coat. Perspective skewed, as if I'm looking at him from the ground. He's got something in his hands.
Go on.
He's armed. Dual firearms. Large caliber pistols.
I see. What else do you see?
He's just finished a job. Perfectly executed.
And who is this man?
It's me.
Very, very interesting, Mr. Thomas.
Well, that's a very creative interpretation, Mr. Thomas. I think we've just got time for the last card. Please proceed. This last card should hopefully make you think of prosperity.
This one.
All right. Now look at it closely. Take a few moments. Then tell me, do you see an animal or an object?
Animal.
I see. What kind of animal?
A bird. An eagle, perhaps.
An eagle. Very interesting. A forceful animal. Anything else?
It's feeding on something.
Feeding? On what?
A carcass. The scene is reflected in a pool of blood flowing from the body. It's a vulture feeding on someone else's kill.
That's very graphic, Mr. Thomas.
Yes. Brutal, even.
Right.
Well, that was certainly unexpected. I think the results are pretty clear, Mr. Thomas. We don't have the perfect match for the investment banker position. However, you're just the man we need for our accounting department.
I have to agree with Kevin here. We need someone a little more cutthroat for the top tier here at the bank. Someone willing to go that extra mile, to really dive into character, as it were, but On a positive note, I do believe you will fit in perfectly with the more dry-witted accountants.
Great point, Melissa. There's no need to turn this little setback into a complete failure. Someone with your particular set of skills would be perfect for accounting.
When can I start?
That's the spirit. Tomorrow morning at 8. But you know what? Have a look around the bank. You've got clearance for the ground floor, first and second floors. Get to know the space a little. And then we'll see you tomorrow.
I can't wait.
I'm sure you can see yourself out, Mr. Thomas. See you tomorrow. Melissa, let's call it a day. We're done here.
gets for salt.
Anyone from IT in there?
47? That's Fabian Mann, head of accounts at this branch of Milton Fitzpatrick. He should have part of the backup data core on his person.
Hey, check that out. Okie dokie.
Oh, come on. Can you just go see what it was?
Copy that.
Check that out, would you?
That's the first backup data disk secured. 2 more to locate.
Fitzpatrick's Savalas' office. Oh, I'm sorry. She is not available right now. Can I leave a message? Yes. I'll make sure she is notified. It's just a job, you know? Now is to find out what is missing and place anything suspicious in a pile.
Need to talk to Fabian about dropping it.
If we find anything, we should make sure that SDI sees it. That's all I'm saying.
And lose your job, pension, health insurance. I was here a minute ago. Think hard about what you want to do, Karen. Everything has consequences.
Name's Charles. Got it the last time you came down.
Are you not?
Second backup data disk is secured. Just one to go, 47.
I'm sorry. Nobody enters the director's office without an appointment.
I'm here for a meeting with Director Savalas.
I don't think it... Oh. Yes, of course. That's right. Go inside.
Thank you.
Mr. Jackson, have a seat, please.
Thank you.
Mr. Jackson, as you must be aware, we've been running some numbers internally to measure the flexibility and productivity of people working here at the bank. Work hours, output versus input, sales portfolios, late nights and early mornings, things like that. I've been reviewing personnel files for the past few weeks, and a couple of files stood out. Yours, for instance.
Is that so?
I have quite specific expectations when it comes to my employees. How you appear and act reflects directly on me and this building. And, well, you've certainly managed to stand out, Mr. Jackson. Tell me, do you knit those sweaters yourself? Or does your wife do that?
A man needs a hobby, Miss Savalas.
Guard, leave the room. I need a moment alone, Mr. Jackson. So, Mr. Jackson, I'm pleased to inform you that you will be able to explore your hobbies in even greater detail in the near future. We're letting you go, Mr. Jackson. The bank appreciates your contributions over the years, but we feel it's probably best to part ways at this time. This may upset you, but let me assure you that eventually you will come to embrace this point in your life as an opportunity.
This is not my first termination, Miss Savalas.
Somehow, I'm not surprised. HR will send you all the relevant papers, Mr. Jackson. Please gather your things as soon as you can. Good day, Mr. Jackson.
That's the last objective completed. Exfiltrate the bank, 47. Miss Hall will want to have a close look at that data. Director Savalas eliminated. Good work, 47.
What the? Trespasser! You copy?
You're gonna regret this.
You shot him in the head! You gotta be kidding! Pop a visual on the perpetrator! You got it?
He's seen some action.
This is the vault, 47.
I'm really
The
sorry,
data
but
core
we've
should
had
be
to
behind
search
that large
this
steel
area for
door.
now. Head of security.
At least it's not as bad as that time in Queens. Remember that? Oh. The 6,000 semi-incinerated files we had to tape together? Don't remind me.
Yeah. I'm just saying, maybe this isn't so terrible after all.
There are always worse cases out there. I guess I'm mostly frustrated because of all the secrecy.
Any paycheck, my friend. Yeah, that guy. Is he?
Hey, what's wrong with you?
Great work, 47. You now have access to the vault. Good work, 47. That's the evidence secured for now. Careful not to lose it. If anyone sees you with that rack, my guess is you'll draw a lot of unwanted attention to yourself. That's the last objective completed. Exfiltrate the bank, 47. Miss Hall will want to have a close look at that data.
Olivia has found something interesting. I'll tell you on the way.
Where are we going?
To paradise, 47.